like this or bust for me. And I just want to keep doing what I love throughout my life, no matter how much money it makes or doesn't make. My name is David Waldez. I make music under the name Soul Orbit. I'm here at Fullerton College under the music production major, and I'm happy to be here. I started making music around like 13, 14-ish. The genre that I would say aligns with me the most is like electronica, indie. I mean, I've looked up like genres on Bandcamp just to see like what I would fit in the most, and it like this thing called indie-tronica, which I guess like makes sense, but it's mostly just like drum, bass, keys, whatever, and then like a synth that will be very prominent in the music. I make my music is like orbiting my soul. I make whatever I want, whatever I'm feeling at the moment. It's also a sort of play on words, like us in the solar system. We are just a solar bit. I came up with the name when I was like 17. Stop. So don't blame me. So during my time at Cal State Fullerton, there was a good like 3 months where I wasn't making music, or I was just sort of like, it felt like I was playing around instead of actually making something that was worthwhile. And that was around the time that I was also trying to decide a major at Cal State Fullerton. And everything was so daunting to me. Everything was very intimidating, and music was pretty much all that I was good at. Ever since the transition to Fullerton College, I feel a little more confident in my music career. I feel like if you just want a good introduction to like the type of music that I make, you should listen to Burns and Cuts. Burns and Cuts and probably The Cost of Change, because there's a lot of like jazz elements in those. The Cost of Change, which was actually a song that I released in 2021 on my EP called Slow Flux, because that was also like a transitory period in my life where I had just entered college. It's just that everything, like I'm a junior, and then all of a sudden like I'm thrown into college. So that song changes a lot. That song is very like all over the place in some parts, but I feel like it very accurately represents how I was feeling at the time. The entirety of The Way Out was made on this. This is an Arturia Minilab Mark II. What that means for me is the way out of this like this slump that I'm in. The music that I'm making now is my way out, because during a lot of that time writing the album, I felt very lonely, even though I was in an apartment with my friends. There was something about just like being on my own, like away from my parents, going to work, going to school, and it just felt very disconnecting from what I was familiar with. So making music was sort of my way out of that. I've heard it from my professors, you know, that it's a competitive industry. But I think taking the shot anyway, it's gonna be hard. But I know that I have a good chance. And what I do is, music is my passion. So it's like this or bust for me. And I just want to keep doing what I love.